Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be reviewing the new Riviera palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm really excited because I had been testing out the palette, trying it out, doing different looks with the palette, trying out the different shadows so that I can give you guys a full review of the palette. And I'm also going to do swatches here in this video. Alright, so let's get started. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Sylvia. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, I upload every Monday and Thursday, even though I missed my last Thursday and Monday upload, but normally I do upload every Monday and Thursday, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it as well. You can also find me everywhere at SilviaMBeauty, and that's where I keep you guys updated if I'm gonna miss an upload, what's going on, things like that. Oh my god, you guys, you do not know what I have been through. So I'm filming this on a Tuesday. Usually I film on the weekends because that is when I have more free time for me to film videos. This past weekend I was so sick. I had allergies, or I don't know, like a sinus infection. I have no idea what it was. I think it was allergies because of the spring weather. The pollen and just air from outside was so bad for my allergies. I was outside Friday night and I literally just started sneezing and my nose got runny and I couldn't breathe at all on Saturday through my nose. It was horrible. I was so sick. That's just me. This always happens to me on the weekend. Like, I don't know why can't I get sick during the week? I can like call in sick for work, but no, I always have to get sick on the weekend and like my whole weekend is ruined. So I literally I couldn't do anything this weekend, so that's why I'm filming during the week. Anyways, just wanted to update you guys on why I missed this Monday's upload. I am back now and hopefully I don't get sick again with this damn weather and the pollen, and I cannot believe how sick I got with allergies. That's never happened to me before. Like I said, I don't know if like when you turn 30 you start getting sick and you start getting all these illnesses that just come out of nowhere, but that's what's going on with me. So obviously I am wearing the palette right now on my eyes, and I really love the look that I created today with the palette. I feel like with this palette you can create a lot of different looks. There are some neutral shades in here that you're able to create like a more soft spring look. So this is a palette that they released for their spring collection, and honestly all their products from their spring collection looked so good. I did purchase the Dewy Set setting spray, which I did use it today, and I'm wearing the new Dip Brow Gel. I did do a video review on the Dip Brow Gel and the Dewy Set setting spray, so I will link it up here on the eye icon and then in the description box below if you want to check out that video. So this is the packaging on the palette, and it kind of feels like a cloth material of the palette, and it's not their usual suede packaging that they normally use. This one kind of feels more like I don't know how to explain it, but it feels more like cloth material. It's actually really cool. I like the packaging a lot. However, this packaging will also get dirty because I can already see like some of the eyeshadow sticking onto the palette here, so that's the only thing. It might not get as dirty as the other palettes that they have. I love the theme that they had, and the packaging, I feel like it goes with the name of the palette and everything, so I really love that. When you open the palette you get 14 shades, and they range from matte and metallics with vibrant jewel tones to bright colors for shimmering, glam, smoky eyes, and pops of color. So that's what it says online. Palette also includes a dual-ended brush and a large mirror for travel-friendly packaging. So this is the brush that comes in the palette, which is their normal brush that comes in all of their palettes. Don't usually use the brush that comes in the palette. I just use my own brushes. It's not really that soft, so I don't really like using that side. Maybe sometimes like if I'm traveling then I will use this brush. And I did take this palette with me to LA and I was using it while I was out there. None of the eyeshadows broke or anything like that. It did get kind of messy, as you guys can see, like up here. So right here and like right here around the eyeshadows. when I was using the palette, it does have fallout, so just keep that in mind, or do your eyeshadows first and then you can clean up the fallout afterwards. So going into the demo of the palette of how I created this eye look, I first went in with a little bit of concealer and I blended it out with my finger just so that I can have some type of base. So then I went in with the first shade called Seashells. So that is the matte white shade that is in the palette, and I use that to highlight my brow bone. It is a really nice pigmented white shade. I really like it, and I've actually been wearing the eyeshadows now for about 5 hours. I can still see the Seashells eyeshadow right there on my brow bone where I applied it. So the next shade that I used for my crease and my transition shade was Estates. So this is like a really very like muted pale peach shade, and it's a matte, and I think this shade is just so nice as a transition shade, and you can use this as a transition shade for any of the eyeshadows or any of the looks that you would be creating with the palette. And then I went in with the shade Coastline in my crease to deepen it up. I really liked how these two blended together, and I also, while I was blending out the eyeshadows, I did not really have any issues blending out the eyeshadows. They blended out really good. And then I went in with this really beautiful blue aqua shade. It's called Seashells. It's just so pretty. Probably one of my favorites in the palette. Is just a really beautiful aqua blue shade. Reminds me of that crystal blue water that you see whenever you go like on a tropical vacation. So I love this shade that they put in here in the palette. It's a very colorful shade. I think it's perfect for spring, and it's also very pigmented. But when I was applying this shade with a brush, I was getting fallout on my cheeks, so I made sure that I cleaned that up afterwards after applying the shade. Just be careful with applying them, but the pigment is there and it's so pretty. I also intensified the shade using my finger, which I think it does a really great job doing that. And then I went ahead and applied liquid eyeliner to create a wing. You can use basically any eyeliner that you want. I wanted to just use this one from Fenty Beauty, which it has like a hint of blue, so I felt like it would be really good for this look. Yeah, so then I applied the rest of my makeup, and then for my lower lash line, I applied the shade Seashells again, and I just really love how it applied on my lower lash line. I feel like it just applied more pigmented on my lower lash line. I have no idea why. So then I went ahead and just blended out the edges with the shade Coastline. And then for the inner corner of my eyes, I used this beautiful pink shimmer shade. It's called Palermo. Love this hot pink shade. For my waterline, I used pencil eyeliner by NYX Cosmetics in the shade Gypsy Blue. So yeah, I feel like this one went perfect with this look. And then this was the finished look, and I really loved how it turned out. I feel like the colors just pop, and they're just really nice for spring and very pretty. Also for the summer, I think of course this palette would be good for. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these shades now. Okay guys, so the first shade here is Seashells, which is the white matte shade. As you guys can see, it is pigmented and it shows up. The next shade is Estates. Then the next one is Yacht. And then the next one is called Cabana. The next 4 shades are Seashells, Coastline, Palermo, and Bahamas. Wow. So that last shade, Bahamas, right here is a vibrant hot pink, and it's a matte. So that shade, Bahamas, what I noticed when I was using it and testing out the palette is that it does end up staining your eyes. It will take a while for it to come off. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so the next 4 shades are Seaside. This is a metallic silvery blue shade. It's more on the silver side. I really like this shade a lot. I feel like it's very different, very pretty. The next one is a matte. This is Monte Carlo, so it's like a pink matte shade. So this one is more muted than Bahamas. The next one is called Inheritance. This is a very beautiful gold shimmery shade, gold metallic shade. It's just so pretty. I did use it in one of my looks as an inner corner highlight, and I really just liked it and how it tied all the colors and the eye look together, and it's just such a pretty gold. The next shade is called Canes, which is a matte purple shade. I think it's a really good addition for the palette. The last two shades are Mediterranean and Palm. This shade right here, Mediterranean, it is such a beautiful shade. It reminds me a lot of the sea. Different types of like dual chrome shimmer in it. That one is definitely one of my favorites in the palette, and basically you can use that chocolate shade and create a smoky eye with any of the other shades. So yeah, I just really enjoyed this palette and playing with it a lot. I just really love the colors that are in this palette. I feel like it's probably one of my favorite palettes from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Norvina just did a really amazing job with this palette, and I'm so happy that I bought it. So the palette is $45 and you get 0.73 grams per eyeshadow. It is free of parabens. It's also cruelty free and gluten free. So the palette is limited edition, which kind of sucks. I feel like they should make this palette permanent. There are also sales going on like with Macy's, Ulta, where you can get the palette a little bit cheaper than $45. So all you have to do is just keep an eye out for any sales that are going on. I definitely recommend the palette to you guys. I just love this palette so much. I feel like it's just so much fun to play with color. It does have some fallout, which is not like a deal breaker. If you are planning to get the palette, I will link it down below. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the palette. Are you gonna pick it up? Did you pick up anything from the spring collection from Anastasia Beverly Hills? And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!